to the No Invite Podcast. Yeah.
Season 4, The Process.
Yeah, you already know what it is. No Invite Podcast, episode 115. We got the Queen in the building. What's happening?
What's happening?
And yes, this is season 4, and this is The Process. So we're back via Zoom. I know we kind of been kicking it off Zoom back to back on y'all, but if y'all knew what the struggle was behind the scenes, then you wouldn't ask these questions. Exactly. Don't ask no questions. But now,
just enjoy the show. You're welcome.
Yeah, I mean, trust and believe that we're very dedicated to this. We're probably more consistent and more steady than half of y'all relationships out there. So please don't judge us if it ain't always the same. You know, this isn't McDonald's. You know, this ain't the McDonald's of podcasting, right? You know, we're a little bit more complete than that. You know, don't call us that. We filet mignon over here, man. Don't confuse us with
you
the
feel
hell.
me?
Don't confuse us with the hell. What do we say? We're just gonna be on that bullshit this year, right? We're gonna talk heavy because the world needs more of that. I think, you know, everybody talking,
and because we've been humble for a long time.
So you know,
now it's time to just like.
I think the world needs a lot more of the right people being confident. And not only just confident, but being not so humble, you know, because the bad people, the ones that ain't shit, be the ones that be the most cocky and fucking arrogant, you know what I'm saying? And they're not really trying to look out for nobody. We need the right people to have that swagger too, just to, you know, channel it in the right effect. But now, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna say less. You're just gonna see it when we're gonna just talk that shit. So how's your week? How's everything been going?
So overall, listen, my week has actually it's made a definite positive turn from the last 2 weeks. I've been beta testing and I keep talking about this whole fuck your fupa challenge, right?
Yeah.
So because of the fact that I keep talking about it and I keep trying to move in that direction and I'm getting like my templates together, I beta tested it on myself. And I haven't started the first day I worked out was today, but I started it last Sunday. And from last Sunday to today, I've already dropped 12 pounds.
Okay. Congratulations.
So you talking heavy. I'm really out here. Yes, I'm talking heavy and I got big energy. I don't give a fuck. I know I'm dope.
Yeah. Talk that shit, man. Talk that shit. I ain't mad at you. We got to be like that, though. It's like I said, we've been humble for a long time. Now it's like season 4. I think we got put our foot on the gas a little bit and let these motherfuckers know there's a reason why we're the most seasoned, we're the most consistent podcast. I mean, underground podcast. We're like the podcast lovers podcast. You feel me? Does that make sense? We're a podcast connoisseur's favorite. You see us on the shelf. You feel what I mean?
Even I was like, wait, what? No, I got it though.
You did what I'm saying? Like, you know how when rappers say we're the rappers, your rapper's favorite rapper, your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. That's what we talking about. We the select, you know, the inconvenient truth. You know, they want to act like they don't know, but they know.
They know that we know.
They act like they like you seen our year. Our year wasn't that bad, huh? You seen the
I did see the numbers. I said, ooh.
The year wasn't too bad. I'm like, okay, that's progression though.
Man, and
see what I'm saying? From where we were?
Yes, and last year was the progression.
Right.
And this year is the process.
So you know why? Because we're going to let them in on what the fuck we doing. They seeing us work now. You know, it ain't, it's not storybook. You know, it's not like how, oh, you know, this happens to come up, boom. And then, no, it's a step. You know, these are milestones. You know, there's still a lot of work to be done. But we're trending in the right direction. You dig?
Exactly.
And everybody has to realize that it ain't no overnight shit. They said I heard somewhere on another podcast there was some shit that I was like, yo, I forgot who said it, and I know that they didn't come up with it. They quoted somebody, but they're saying, what was he saying about fuck? I forgot. See, that's what stoner part of me. What we're just saying right now.
You were talking about somebody said a quote.
Oh yeah. So there was, excuse me. So basically, somebody said it takes 10 years of hard work for you to be an overnight success. And what that means is that when people finally get on and they're like, yo, this fool came out of nowhere, he was an overnight success. Really, there was 10 years of work behind that got him to that point.
I believe that.
You dig what I'm saying? That's what I took from it when he said that. And I'm like, it's real talk.
I believe
and consistency is key. That's why you see those people that if you see somebody feels like you think they came out of nowhere, trust me, there's years behind that. Maybe he just started putting out his music or started working on their craft. But some people go to school for shit. Some people do this. Like we got Britt, she's about to drop a podcast and she went to school for all her education and everything in her field that she's in. Mm-hmm. So she, the same thing with you. It's like, y'all, that's all that counts towards what we're doing now, because it's making you a more complete, what do you call that? A more complete business person, or a more completed, just overall, because you're able to do these things and spread your message and create something really that's out of nothing. That's the thing I like about podcasts, though.
Yeah, and to be honest, I think a lot of people, I think that's why it's important, like you said, like letting people in on our process. I think it is important to let people in on the process, because there's so many people that think stuff just happened overnight. A lot of people, when they say like what validates them, I think sometimes, especially like in the internet era, people act like they don't have to validate the value in what it is that they've done thus far. And they just think they can like, I woke up today, I want to be an influencer. No, the people that are the big influencers have probably been doing like grunt work. They probably done worked for people as assistants. They've put in that work. So, I get it. I can see it, because I sure know I feel like I'm a celebrity in my head.
No, I get it. And I feel what you're saying too. But also I look at it like people that go viral, that really get discovered like overnight, there's really not a lot of longevity in that.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's a couple, I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a couple people out there that have been able to parlay their overnight celebrity, whatever it is, notorious incident or whatever you want to call it, and parlay it into something else. But then after that, they got a team behind them now, because they know that once they know somebody's bankable like that, they're going to try to put everything they can behind that person. Or if the person's smart, they're going to get a team, because you need a team to be able to execute well. Put that way. Right. To execute consistently and all that. So that's kind of what we got to over here. We got the team. Shout out to producer Toner, producer Patty. Shout out to Hot Mama. She's out on assignment doing God knows what. You know what I mean? But shout out to her.
Fun, though.
Whatever. Yeah, she's going to have a good story for us. I already know. Next time we run into her. I shot her the link, actually, and I told her because, we're shooting, we picked a certain time to film this. I told her if she could jump in at any time. She goes, I can't right now. I'm like, if you could jump in at any time, so she might just make an appearance, like a guest appearance. So who knows?
You have a great story for us.
Exactly. I already know. So you were telling me earlier you want to send condolences out. Oh,
yeah. So I am so sad, right? So I've been having this internet grandma for maybe like a year and a half now. Her name is Grandma Holla. She does all these little so her grandchildren, I believe, started recording her because she just say like the craziest shit. Like, and you'd be like, whoa. Like one of the ones that she was talking about was her, the granddaughter was telling her to get a man out of her house. And she's like, I'm not getting no fucking man out of my motherfucking house. I'm 97 years old. I do what the fuck I want to do. This is me. And she was just super funny. Unfortunately.
Was it the one where she was talking about when the girl's talking about she don't wear no drawers, and she's like, what do you mean you don't wear no drawers? You don't wear no panties?
Yes.
Oh my God, that shit was hilarious. Okay.
Yes. So she passed away. She was 97 years old.
R.I.P.
Yeah, and it is very sad, but I feel like the beauty in that is the fact that she made it to like 90. I think she was 98.
97, 98.
Somewhere 97, 98.
That's a long
but even then,
right
making it to your 90s, like, come on now.
It's still being like coherent. Like she could talk, you could conversate with her. There was like no drop off. Like how some people, they get older, they're a little out of it and they're not as sharp no more and stuff like that. So yeah, I seen a couple videos. Now I didn't know who you were talking about at first. But I seen a couple.
Funny.
Videos,
she had a couple of them that I used to be on my back. Like, she reminded me of my grandma. So for me, she was like my internet grandma. So like if I'm missing my grandma, I just watch her videos. Yeah, don't judge me. Listen, I cook the way I cook.
I get that. So we all Man, everybody does that to a certain extent. I swear on everything.
But
maybe not just
I just
like that,
they posted today that she actually passed away, and I was like, damn, it's kind of fucked up because I'm gonna miss her videos. She was hella funny to me.
That's crazy.
So R.I.P. Grandma Holla.
R.I.P. to the legend. 97 years old. That's a beautiful long life. That's a blessed life. And we're gonna keep it rolling. So you was talking to me earlier. You put me up on some shit we were talking about before, because we have these conversations where we really should be recording, but you know how that goes. Sometimes everything ain't for everyone. You know what I mean?
Yes, and it should be so natural. That's the thing. Like, yeah, I don't think people really understand. Sometimes I wonder if people think this should be like scripted, low key, and I'm like, no, they just be the slugs just come. They just it's natural. We just. Fuck around with the fuck around, I guess.
Because we do powwow to a certain extent. Like, we get together and talk about, okay, this is what we're going to talk about. But see, the thing is, when we do that, it's like we should be podcasting, because we're really, we're breaking it down already. So when we say it to the people and shit, it's not scripted. This is already opinions that we already have formed in our head, regardless. Like, but it's just us. You're getting our take on it.
Correct.
So
speaking of having a take on something.
Walmart, you were talking about.
Walmart got us fucked up.
Why is that?
I stand by that.
Are you anti-Walmart? Or let me get you a Target. You a Target gal, huh? You a Target.
I do shop at Target though. I actually was pissed off today.
You talk like somebody that shop at Target. Man, you talk like a Target person. What's wrong with Walmart? Let me know.
First of all, Walmart got us fucked up. The Walmart has the world. So a lot of Walmarts, they are making it so that they do the self-checkout, but the self-checkout has like this the camera right there, so they can catch anybody like trying to steal, even though people still steal. Like, there's no way of getting around that. People put fruit on the thing and everybody put banana, because banana's only like 12 cents, and you can put any fruit up there. Like, they're gonna get over on y'all regardless. But nonetheless, Walmart has us fucked up because they are pushing. I forgot the gentleman that I was actually following. He was the one who started this conversation, but he was talking about how we are moving so much more to a digital age. And he was showing Walmart and how there was only like one cashier, and everything else was kind of like self-checkout. And the first thing I thought was, they got me fucked up. So you telling me that y'all inflated the price, so now we're paying more, but now I'm doing the cashier's job? There is no incentive for me to be doing all this extra work. And I got to bag my shit myself. And we don't have nobody that's asking like, hey, can I help you out? Like,
No, you're right about that, because I was in a Walmart not too long ago. I couldn't find that named person. And when I asked somebody, they're like, I don't have the key for this. Because everything's locked up now too. Like everything like that's worth anything, dish soap, razors, certain products, it's just like, come on, man.
Listen.
Walmart out of pocket, but it's like also people are out of pocket though too, because it doesn't help. You know how they say people fuck it up for us? It's like, I get it if you're gonna steal and you're gonna do what you do, but now you got people just walking straight out the store with like whole racks of clothes and just doing wild shit. It's
Man,
just like, yo, get your money, get your dollars, but what you're doing is just making it fucked up for everybody else. You know what I mean?
Facts. I was hella mad because I was at Target. I was minding my own business, being the good Christian that I am. No, I'm just fucking around. But no, I was at Target, and as I'm paying for my stuff, I see these two girls walk out, full baskets, and one of the girls, because I walked out like not long behind them, and I'm like, they just walked out with the basket. They didn't even go through the line. And as I'm walking out, I hear the girl. She like, girl, bitch, you bold. You got a whole bedroom set. Girl, your bedroom about to be lit. And in my head, I'm like, I just paid for my stuff. Like, seriously, like, come on.
It just sounded like you a little salty because back when we had to steal, we had to really deal with with security, huh? Then you remember that? Loss prevention was really on some thug shit.
To, like, tackle us.
Yeah.
Where are those security guards
Chase
at?
you up out of there and all that shit, yeah.
These security guards is like, once they get past the door, ma'am, just don't come back. Like, what?
But you know, a lot of that shit is also because they changed the law now, so the laws are changed, and it's like they're not gonna try to you or send you to jail for like unless it's a certain amount. So if you're stealing, it's like not like depending on the amount, stealing it's like petty theft is like fucking decriminalized damn near some shit like that. You didn't know that? That's why people are walking out. Like I went to a certain store. I'm not gonna say what store because I'm not gonna slander nobody or give them no free promo. But I seen the meat was locked up. had the little thing, the little nets with the security thing on it that you would like wires and shit. I'm like, wow.
They out of line. But I mean, even then, those look like, I'm just over it. Like, this day and age is so whack to me. Like, listen, I'm a person that want to go back to the day and age where even the gas people will come and pump my gas and I pay them directly.
I'm gonna tell you like this: they don't make things easier for people that are poor, people that are homeless. They don't do it. They don't pour enough resources into trying to help people to get themselves out of those situations. And I'm not talking about like free money or all these other motherfuckers that don't barely pay taxes be complaining about, you're spending my tax money on this. Well, it's better than what are you doing with your tax money? It's not going to our roads. It's not going to our education system. So fuck, you might as well go somewhere. You know, where it's going, but y'all don't bitch about that. They bitch about stuff to help the community out. And it's the number one fact, and everybody knows, is that if your community, if you don't have resources, if you don't have proper access to certain things, no matter what community, white, black, Mexican, or whatever, you're in a position to fail. And that's what happens, So until things get better for people, I'm not mad at people stealing. It fucks it up for all of us. We got to deal with the bullshit. But I mean, hey, I pay for my shit. It's good. I don't care. My stealing days are over anyways. I wouldn't steal now if I wanted to. I'm good. They got me fucked up. And we're not going to be admitting to nothing on this.
No, I don't steal. I'm one of those people like, listen, I'm not a person that I don't have to do something to learn my lesson. I've seen too many people go to jail. And to me, at my age, I would be embarrassed getting caught. Like, dead ass. That's my primary reason why. I couldn't imagine. Exactly. Imagine me being in the store and me being like, "What's up, Blaze?" And then all of a sudden they're like,
"But see, that's the difference.
Can you come to the back?" You can be like,
"But see, that's the difference, though. See, Target folks, they worry about that. Walmart folks don't give a fuck. They'll get arrested. We used to get into fights in Walmart, sock motherfuckers, and throw them over the jewelry case and shit. We used to do all kinds of wild shit.
That's why I don't be going to Walmart. I don't be going to Walmart because I feel like it'd be too much. Like, last time I went to Walmart, the one that's right there in Pittsburgh, there was somebody that like jumped on the counter and they was like doing too much, dancing on the things. Like, there was not the counter.
Doing the TikTok video?
Yeah, like on the register though, but they dancing, the security trying to get them to come down. They can't like just snatch their legs or whatever. It just was like, this is a lot. Man, the problem was when everything started, I was already like next in line. But because y'all distracting the cashiers, now I'm like, ma'am, listen, they got that. Can you like just ring it up? It just started distracting everybody. I was like, oh my God, listen. You just made my shopping experience taking an extra like 15 minutes. And I think at that one, because I was at the I done been to another one in the city. I don't like going there either because they lock up everything. They locked up like $5 shoes. Like, what? I can't.
I mean, it is what it is.
I've never had a good experience at Walmart.
I love Walmart. Walmart used to be like where if you wanted to for sure get into a fight, that's where you'd go to, because like you go in there and bump into anybody. But see, I used to do this thing on social media. I'd be like the Walmart Chronicles, and it would be always some out of pocket shit at Walmart going down. Like you said, some motherfucker was whatever TikTok video, whatever, or just people in the aisle looking crazy or fighting or something. It was always something. So for that, to me, Walmart is legendary, and I will continue to just whatever. I don't care if I got to scan my own shit. Sometimes I feel like it's better that maybe I don't feel like scanning this one this time. How about that? Maybe I forget to scan a couple. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
But in all seriousness, you don't feel like if they're going to get rid of the cashiers that they should give at least their shoppers an incentive?
I think
everything is inflated right now.
Yeah, but it's not really up to them because they're the ones. Just think of them like us as a business. They're buying. They got to have a plug somewhere too. And where they're buying, they're the ones that's charging them more when it comes to inflation. But I will say that it should be something that another type of incentive for the shopper, being that you're not going to have that person that could ring stuff up or look this up. Or what if this doesn't scan now? What am I going to do? Am I going to go all the way out my fucking line? And you know what I mean? It's like they should always have somebody on hand. Yeah, you know what I mean? I don't mind, like I said, but at the same time, it's like, what about old folks, elderly folks that come there and may not be with that, no, may not know.
What about mothers? You know why it gets on my nerves?
Why?
Because like yesterday, my washer broke, right? I had to go to the wash house.
R.I.P.
I know, right? I'm so sad, but I'm getting a new one, so it's okay. But I had to go to the wash house, but I went to the wash house with 4 kids. Do you understand how long that quick, let's run to the wash house? Because at the wash house, you can use like all the washers, wash everything at once. Yeah. It should be done in 2 hours max, right? But when you go and you got kids and then they want to know, can they help you? And then one of them, like I had to rewash stuff because they ate like some hot Cheetos and then put their hands back on the clothes with the Cheeto thing. So when I go to Walmart, I don't want to go to Walmart and I feel like, okay, I got the kids in line. Ooh, but dang, hold on. I got to like ring everything up myself. Now I got to put everything in the bag myself. Ooh, well, if the kid try to help me, they lean on the little thing and now they saying, oh, there's too many items in there. Let me put the little blinker on and you can't keep going. Like, it's just too much. It's too much. I just need somebody there to like bag my stuff for me. That's where I'm at with life. So that's why I'm only shopping at Target.
Target Bougie, okay, it's cool. I get it. It's all good. They always come back. Just remember that, though. You might be there. You might go to Target, but you'll be back. So, you were also telling me what else you were talking about earlier. We was talking about. I don't even know why we're talking about it, but go ahead. You know what we're talking about, and you know who I'm talking about.
Listen, because it's important, and I think the people care.
I mean, if the people care, they care. I'm with you.
We've had that conversation about mental health.
Correct.
And so when we was talking about mental health, I'm sure we have brought up Kanye West a couple times, right?
For sure.
So I was reading an article that Kanye West got remarried, and the first thing I thought is about the mental health of the woman that he actually married. Like, because if they're two crazies, then that could actually make a really good couple, right? Because if you're crazy match my crazy and we crazy together.
I don't think so. No, I think that's a myth. There's no excuse for crazy.
I'm just saying, like, what if they match each other crazy?
Then they're destined to burn and what's it called? Crash and burn is what the word I think the phrase they're talking about.
I mean, possibly, but I guess when I thought about him getting remarried, I was just like. First thing I thought was, who would marry him? Like with everything that kind of is going on in the news and the media,
facts.
Like you already going through like child custody situations, and then I'm also confused because I wasn't aware that his divorce was final. I guess I missed that little, but I don't keep up with Kanye West like that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so then to go through that, and then and then on top of that, it's like, wait, hold on, wait. So you telling me as soon as I get married, I got to take on like 5 or 6 kids? Because remember, stepmama got to take on the responsibility of like, being stepmama.
I mean, when you got money like that, I'm sure it's not something that's going to deter her neither. Like, to me, it looks like to me, it's like it's kind of fast. Because he must like not like his money is what I'm saying. I hope he has like a good prenuptial agreement, because I also read like that he's paying $200K a month on child support now too. Now imagine that.
I would have a
you
baby.
And your wife, your ex-wife are damn near both billionaires or were, and I'm paying you $200K child support. Does that make sense? I mean, if you got it, you got it. I'm saying, but do it make sense though? You rich, and we're gonna split this custody. And when they're with me, they get whatever the fuck they want. They have this and they have that. What the fuck I need to give you $200,000 for?
So women ain't gonna like me,
right?
When I say this, because I feel like the child support is it's not always for the child. It's just some bitter shit.
It's not. Like,
in all honesty, the kids don't. I guess so let's be clear. I'm not saying this is not, if it does not fit you, then I'm not talking about you. Let me just say that before anybody try to jump down with those. But I do feel like sometimes women just want the child support on some bitter shit. Like, I don't understand a lot of women as it relates to child support. I don't see those kids needing $200,000 worth of shit every month. And for me personally, now this is just my opinion. And again, if this does not fit you, don't take it nowhere. Like,
don't take it like that. Right.
But so like my personal opinion is if we go half on a child, it is not your responsibility to make sure my rent is paid. Like, I hear a lot of women and they'll be like, well, but your son live here and I'm short on PG&E and I'm short on, listen, right?
What would you do if we didn't have no kids?
Right. Having a baby is a choice. And at the point that you chose to have this baby, tell me what the child needs. But paying your PG&E or paying your rent or paying, like, ain't no way in fuck them kids is spending $200,000 worth of shit. Because one, we already know they get free shit, right? Just because of the fact that they are the Kardashians, right? Then she's already a billionaire. They don't want for nothing. So I'm hoping that money is going into like a trust or something, because there's no way in fuck them kids is spending that much goddamn money. Like,
yeah, at this point, like I said, to me, it just sounds like silly to begin with. But even with dude like getting married so fast, this shit is like, you don't know how you don't know like what kind of. See, the thing is, when people think that something's wrong with you or you think you're vulnerable, then that's when you got to worry about all the vultures and all the other, bullshit that comes with it. So you don't know. I can't speak on this person, or I don't know what, but you don't ever know like who could be trying to take advantage of him now. So hopefully for his sake, he's got somebody that's going to be doing more of that instead of exploiting him, or knowing that he has access to money, or what, you know what I mean? Just him in general, just exploiting him, So, right. But it is what it is. You at the same time, you a grown motherfucking man. You know what you're doing. If you ain't had no thing, you want to give all your money away. You don't already gave up half your money away already. What's the other half? Depending
on if you get married, get divorced, and let's say this woman is really just a friend, but in the divorce she take half the money, then his income actually goes down, right? Mm-hmm. So then the child support would actually go down.
Yeah, but he would have less fucking money. Total, period.
Not if he has a good relationship with this other woman and pays her to actually do this for him. There's loopholes to everything.
Oh, I'm sure. But like, that sounds a little elaborate to be shifting around my fucking money just to say 200K.
I'm just saying, a month. Like,
I'm just saying, yeah. Listen. Now we're getting into the X-Files of this shit. Like,
I'm just saying, $200,000. That should be so fucking excessive.
That shit crazy, man.
And I'd be like, I even know people that I'd be like, they get like, there's a book actually out. And the book talks about life after child support. Because my thing be, when it comes to child support...
Life after child support, like people were traumatized?
No, life after child support, like once the child turn 18, you ain't getting no more of this money. How are you going to live? Because y'all be living off of this money. Like, Kim Kardashian, not so much, because her mama is already milking her. She gonna make sure that she's good.
But they billionaires already. They good for life. We can't even look at them like that no more. They billionaires. That's why I was saying.
That's what I'm saying. So they are good. But there are a lot of women who solely based off they will live off child support because they're getting so much money.
Yeah. No doubt. And
then once the child support ends, all of a sudden you back, with us normal people. You trying to figure out how you gonna live. You all of a sudden trying to get on one of these shows. It's like, girl.
That's real talk.
I feel like they should regulate child support a little bit better, because I feel like in many cases it is very, very, very unfortunate for the man. Y'all will charge him hella fucking money. You won't and then he got to do like supervised visits, but I'm giving you $1,000 a month. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
no.
I mean, it's unfortunately it's definitely lean towards the women, and it's because obviously more men probably been fucking up than women. But at the same time, that's just, it shouldn't affect all men. That's the problem.
Right.
The child support thing is a whole nother can of worms, and because also some people are like, oh, I pay the money, then I don't got to do anything else.
And that's the thing. Like, I know for me,
the mom's like, I'll get this money regardless. So
right. So like, I know for me, I personally have never had to technically go through that, but there was a point in my marriage where there was like a split. During that split, I don't want your money, because I can handle everything here, but I am going to drop this child off to you. So there's a certain, women always talk about how they're like overworked and they have to be superwoman and they have to blah, blah, blah. And in some instances, you just mismanage your pussy incorrectly and you fucked the wrong nigga.
Mismanagement. Flag right? on the play.
Yeah, and I feel like some like I feel like they want sympathy for making a conscious decision. Like you knew Junebug didn't have no fucking money. You knew he had 7 other kids. You knew that he didn't have a job. You knew that he was gonna have a drama, and you had baby number 8.
That's right.
Why? I also feel like it should be regulated because that money, like they need to have like just like they have like a WIC card or like an EBT card, they should have like a child support card. This should only be spent on stuff that will benefit the kid.
Yeah,
it should not be. I don't feel like it is fair for if you get. This is how I feel, truthfully. And again, if you do not fit in this category, I truly feel like the only people that's going to get mad is the people that I'm talking about. Get your
feelings hurt. Don't give a fuck how you feel.
I truly feel like if you choose to have a baby, it is a choice. And when I say choose, because some people are going to say, oh, I don't believe in abortion. There are so many different forms of contraceptive that you can use. And you can simply just use a condom with spermicide. You can choose to be abstinent. Like there's so many choices.
You can swallow, girl.
I mean, you can swallow. Listen, and it's good for coating the throat if you got a cold or something. Like, but anyways, but that's the question about his diet and all kind of shit.
I don't fucking know.
But if you choose to have this baby, at the point that you made that choice, you are saying, I am going to take care of this child.
Yep. Thanks. No matter what, hell or high water, right. with or without you.
That means if he chooses that he doesn't want to be with you, or if he chooses that he doesn't want to be as involved, there is so much more value in time spent than there is in the financial burden that you think you are giving somebody. And I'm telling you this as a person who, like, my daddy, he used to quit his job so he wouldn't have, like, my mama did not get no child support at all. And it's funny because when we talk about it today, I be telling her, like, he actually owed me money. He really do. Like, I should have got some child support.
Send him an invoice, yeah.
Right, like, let me send you a bill. But the one thing that I definitely feel like I missed was the opportunity to have a father and have guidance. So when I'm moving about dealing with these various men, I feel like certain mistakes probably wouldn't have happened, even if he's a bad father. The one thing that I can say, like my other siblings got to understand that I didn't understand is that, men they have no problem with like fucking you and getting the fuck on, right? And I'm one of those like hopeless romantics, like we're going to fall in love, right? So as I got to know who my father was, and mind you, I didn't even learn his real name until like about 5 years ago, maybe 4, 5, something like that. Mm-hmm. Anyways, I'm learning there is value in time spent. Oh, and then there was a video that I was watching, and it said that like 90% of the men that are inside of prison were raised by single mothers, whereas only like 3% were raised by single fathers. Or and then I think the rest of them came from like the 2-family household. So it's like there's value in having a male presence just in your life, just period. And I feel like women, let me say we, because I am a woman. Sometimes we get so caught up in our feelings, our emotions, and we are so spiteful that we feel like hitting his pockets is going to be like, that's the worst thing I'm going to do. And I have a tie with you. But really, the women are not, I feel like y'all selfish because y'all not thinking about how this is going to have long-term effects on the child. So then when the child grows up.
That's the root of the problem. Right?
Yes. And then when the child grows up and they are misbehaving, it's almost like, well, damn. I wish I would have had a daddy. I probably wouldn't have actually did that.
Not only that, but it's like, what kind of example are you setting when you do that type of shit? You're teaching the kid to be really cold because you don't care about how they feel. For you're replacing. You're more worried about how you feel than they feel.
Right.
And they see that.
I agree.
I get that totally. Like I never got that. It's like whatever you got against somebody, let y'all could hate each other. Whatever y'all could have it out, but leave the kids out of it.
Exactly.
Leave the kids out of it. They didn't do that. They don't know what the fuck's going on. And y'all, like you said, it was a choice. We made a choice. We have a baby now. Now we could either conduct ourselves to the best of our ability so we could both be there and be present and be an influence on our child, or we could fuck shit up. It's up to us.
And I feel like a lot of times, like there are many instances where a woman can be such an asinine irritation that she will push him away. Like, listen, I'd rather just give you my money and not deal with your ass at all. This child can call me when he turn 18.
Facts.
So I just think, yeah, like, and all of those things again. And I know this veered away from the whole Kanye West getting remarried, but definitely, like, I even think I read that Kim Kardashian was asking for full custody or something.
Yeah, probably.
And even with her asking for full custody, like, this is still your children's father, and everything y'all do is hella public. So there has to be a way to still give him the opportunity to still be present in his children's life, because at the end of the day, they're always gonna love their daddy. No matter what. I don't give a fuck what you say. You could take them from him. By the time they turn 18, some of them will seek out their daddy. And I know if they anything like me, if you intentionally keep them away, they probably gonna resent you.
Facts. Yeah. I agree. Can't be mad at that. We're gonna keep it rolling like we do. You know, I know you remember, because we talked about it this last season, and there was a article coming out when they're going to be able to clone people's voices. And that was something that was happening in the future. Remember, we were saying that they're working on it now. Well, the future's now, because now, according to this article, Microsoft now has an AI developed that could clone your voice with only, I believe, 3 seconds of audio.
Yeah, I saw that. I thought that was some bullshit.
Wow, right? So now, remember we were talking about it, and I was telling you, like, hey, you know, people are gonna have to you're gonna have to be careful now, because a lot more scamming, a lot more easier to deep fake shit now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and the sad part is, you know what deep fake is, right? Where they do those videos where it actually looks like the person's face is on somebody else's body. You know, like they'll put you on, like you seen that Kendrick Lamar video where he changed from Nipsey to fucking Jesse Smollett and all that. That's called deep fake. And that shit looks real at times. You know, sometimes you could tell by their movement that it looks kind of fake, like a fake, but that shit's real, and that's what they call that. So now, imagine if they could deep fake your face your face on somebody else's body doing something. But not only that, they could deep fake your voice now too.
I have such a problem with that. Like, in real life, I have a major issue with that, because of the fact that there's so many different levels that I think about this on. One, nice. You know, like, people record voices and they will say, like, they'll use that as like evidence in court. Exactly. We have an audio of him admitting that he did da-da-da-da. Well, exactly. If you can clone my voice, then how do you even know that was me, right? Yeah. Or a lot of things they'll do, like the dual authentication. Mm-hmm. Is that how you say it? Yeah. For stuff, and some of it is voice activated. No. And it's just like, at what point are we gonna stop? Like, just stop.
I think it's definitely wild for a lot of reasons, but it's also gonna, like you said, it just opens up a whole lot of different cans of worms. Because one thing is like this too. Now that they could clone your voice, I don't want nobody using my voice for anything. Right. So I wouldn't doubt it in the near future. And I'm gonna make another prediction, because I just predicted that this shit would be fat. Like, I literally on the podcast, y'all could go back and listen to it. We're talking about this when they were first bringing it up, because I also said now that they could do that, they're gonna do, as far as music wise, to recap, y'all, whoever ain't heard this shit, I'm gonna recap it for you. But yeah, music wise, imagine this, that I could get a plugin, I could get a program that clones Tupac's voice. And now I could do a song in Tupac's voice, but it's my raps. Or now I could clone Biggie's voice, or now I could clone whoever's voice I want to, T-Pain, whoever gives a fuck. And now I could clone their voice and use it and make music off of it. So I would, that's one thing, right? Because I guarantee you that will be a thing eventually. People are going to be like, it'll be a new artist, he's dope, but and he makes his own songs, he makes hit records and shit like that. But then one day he's like, yo, I'm going to do Tupac voice to do this next song.
And that's what I'm saying. So then if you do stuff like that, does that mean that you're gonna have to start copyrighting your voice? So then you saw where I was going with this, like, and then how do I copyright my voice? Like, it's gonna have to be a whole new thing that's opened up for that, and it's gonna probably be something that gets fought for in court before it's actually enforced. Just like anything else, because this is a brand new thing that's happening. So it's not even no precedent for it yet.
Does that make sense?
That's a lot.
So yeah, it is a lot. It's a brand new thing, and like I said, it opens up a can of worms now because, like me, like I said, I make music. I put music out there in the public domain, so that means I'm gonna have to get what's it called, my voice copywritten, just on the simple fact that my voice can be heard and sampled anywhere that there's music at. You know, they could clone my voice just by listening to it on one of my records.
And see, I even think I know I probably get on people's nerves because I even think from the perspective of a parent that's scary, right? Because anybody can call the school and say, hey, such and such is coming to pick up my child.
Oh, this is your mom. Come here, and try to kidnap you.
Like, come on now, y'all doing the most. Like
now, it's just gonna have to force. It's gonna have to force FaceTime now. Like more, it's gonna be pushing out just regular phone away, like where it's just audio. I think they're trying to take audio away from everything. But even if we force FaceTime,
keep in mind they may go. People can eventually, like you said, with the
deep fake.
Yeah, if they start doing that and find a way to do it while you're on FaceTime, then what?
I mean, that's why I wanted to bring it up, because shit is definitely changing. I think everybody should understand is that we're living in an age of technology where new things keep popping up, and they're going to continue to pop up, and it's going to be new problems. Just like social media, when it first came on, this was great. About 10 years into it, like, yo, there's something wrong with this shit. It affects people, and this isn't for everybody. And it's probably going to take another 10 years before they put like a 18 and over only, and a warning caption and all this other shit. But even now too, like with what was it? Once again, excuse me, I'm a stoner. I was
about to say that was a good smoke, wasn't it?
Yeah, that definitely was, because I just forgot what I was saying. But we were talking about that cloning. They're cloning your voices. It's because this new things are getting introduced. So there's going to be a lot of shit that you're going to see having to be worked through. And even like, for instance, you've seen that they unclassified like hella documents. They're talking about UFOs that the government admitted that there's like over 200 and something, possibly more. I forgot what the number was exactly. UFO sightings, and out of like half of them, there's stuff that they have never heard. They don't know what it is. And then the other stuff they confirmed, it's this, it's an airplane, it's a fucking this or whatever. So and they showed some pictures that look wild, like, yo, this shit looks crazy. What's your take on that now? Because it seems like the reason why I bring it up is because we're talking about having all the new technology and shit that's happening. It also feels like a fucking movie, don't it? Like every day some new shit pops up.
Right.
We also talked about on the podcast was that they found the solution, the God cure solution for power, and now they know now how to control, contain, and create miniature nuclear reactions. So now they have what it's for is for unlimited power. So then, like electricity and all that, like it will be burned, it will be generated off this, and it's down to the like science, the way they do it at the molecular level or whatever. It's crazy, but in other words, they found the cure to renewable clean energy is what they're saying. So it's like this shit.
In all honesty, the government is full of shit. 100%, I feel that.
Well, I'm sure that they probably been had it, but because you don't just finally have it, and it's got to be, if you're gonna say you got to be ready to use it, and so I think it's just something new pops up every fucking day that maybe 10 years ago was unheard of, and now it's just like normal, like this, the UFOs. The new technology popping up and then what it's capable of. Like we talked about the new AI search engine that Elon Musk created, right? I don't know if you know the podcast. Yeah. And it could write me a paper on physics by this and this, and write it for me, and it'll write it for you. It'll write you a fucking paper with scary accuracy. So like. A reason why I bring it up now is I feel like this is a fucking movie almost. Like this shit doesn't even seem real sometimes, because this is stuff that really wasn't capable of. And I'm thinking if you're younger, you're probably like, yeah, this is possible because this is all you probably know. But if you ain't lived long enough to understand how much this shit really is different and the magnitude of what this shit could do or what it could be, I mean, I'm just saying. Back in my day.
Okay, so in all honesty, I feel like technology is like good and scary all at the same time.
For sure.
Well, every time I start hearing like a lot of these, there's a lot of things that kind of run through my brain all at the same time. Like Sarah even Connor. With because there's so much about the universe that we really just don't know, right? So I used to watch this show called not Avengers, it's called it was like a spin-off, and it was like a regular show from the Avengers. They used to go into oh fuck, I'm forgetting the name of it.
See, now you high.
Who?
Now you're high. You're forgetting
no,
shit.
I wish. No.
You got contact through the camera.
Is that a thing? Can I do that?
Nah, hell no.
With technology, I might be one day.
One day it will be, and we're going to predict it here now too. So, matter of fact, we need to get paid. I want people to come see me about this. If this shit happens, just know I said it first. Y'all owe me some money.
Man,
I was calling this shit, So look, we're gonna keep it moving. One last little topic before we're gonna head out the door. We're gonna keep it, moving like we do, because I feel like we're right at our best. We're living our best life right now. YouTube is now demonetizing videos that have cussing within the first, I want to say 10 to 15 seconds. If you cuss in the beginning of these podcasts, and you're going to be very detrimental to us getting our guapalucci on this motherfucking YouTube easy, you dig? So I'm going to need you to please do us a favor and control yourself. And I can, starting off with me, you're gonna have to take over because you're less cuss than I do. So I'm not gonna be surprised if I fucking damn near demonetized half the shit that we put out. That's why I'm glad and now that I think about it, that's why I'm glad I got at least a good 10-second or maybe 15-second intro with nothing, no words, just music and just us, the intro. I'm hoping that saves us from this shit. Once again, going back to the technology. So we ain't got to talk about that. I just wanted to put that out there, and I appreciate you. Please tell everybody how they can find you. And just the shout outs at the end, all the good shit.
So everybody can find me. If you want to see one side of me, you definitely can find me on Instagram at the best kept secret. And then the number 1 is the_best_kept_secret. And then the number 1. I be having some little, I razzle dazzle on there every so often, pop in with some, shittings and then leave. If you need anything, all things skin, waxing, chemical peels, facials, body sculpting. If you want to join this Fuck Your Fupa challenge so we can actually get ready for this hot girl summer.
The double F, you feel me?
You feel me?
And we don't mean fuck your fupa like fuck the fupa. I mean, that's something different.
No, fuck your fupa. I have a fupa and fuck it. I'm about to get rid of this bitch because she's taking up too much space.
She's getting ready for that summertime.
Exactly.
Now's when you got to get ready, right?
Right. So truth be told, summer bodies are built in the winter. And it's cute that it's keeping my coochie warm during the winter season, but by the summer, it's already going to be hot. I don't need help.
That's right, but fuck it though.
But if you are looking to have any of those services done, if you want to join the Fuck Your Fupa challenge, if you want to just be more conscious of your health, get your health on point, definitely you can find me at Anasa Opulent Aesthetics. That is ANASA _opulent OPLUENT _aesthetics AESTHETICS.
Okay.
Schedule an appointment, y'all. Yes,
get your vajacial on.
Pretty.
She gonna massage that cat. She gonna wipe that look off its face. You know what I mean? Get it right. You know what I mean? Instead of it just looking and sitting there, she's gonna smile at you. And y'all already know what it is, man. It's me. You can find us at no_invite_podcast on Instagram. You could also go to any of your favorite podcasting platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all of the above. Type in No Invite Podcast. You'll find us there. You could also go to the YouTube channel where we would appreciate you guys to comment, subscribe to the channel, and listen to your episodes there. Make sure that you do not cuss on YouTube. I guess I don't know how the fuck they're running.
I'm just listen.
They got us fucked up.
Figure out how this is gonna work, and I'm talking about a whole Fuck Your Fupa challenge. Stop it.
See, I think we fucked up this episode. We'll try again next episode. It's good. It is what it is. But look, either way, you can find us there. And remember, if you want to advertise on the show, you got an album that's coming or something like that, you want us to run a little spot, you promoting your business, how we promote it. If you want to, man, make sure that you guys tap in. You can reach out at the email is RiBirth Media Films 1, the number 1 gmail.com for all booking and advertisement opportunities. Shout out to our previous sponsors like Saints Kicks, Dope Flavors, and Bay Area Exotic, just to name a few that have been supporting and continue to support the podcast. Shout out to them always. We always have maintained good relationships with every one of our sponsors, and be prepared to hear and have more sponsors on the No Invite podcast. With that being said, it's episode 115. It's 2023 Jordan year. It's time to make every motherfucking move count, people. We out.
Bye.